So you want to get monetized on YouTube? Well, let me show you how it's done. First off, you notice how a lot of YouTubers who get paid for their videos don't cuss a lot? I could never do it for that reason. You know why? Because look at my older videos. I used to cuss all the time. I used to cuss in every sentence. Well, maybe not every sentence, but almost every sentence. So they would look at my videos and they'd go, "Nope, can't do it." Also, you can't talk about crimes you've committed or allegedly committed because they will demonetize you for that, which means you can't talk about guns, knives, bombs, anything like that because they will demonetize you for that, believe it or not. Also, you can't talk about like threatening people or anything like that. So if you've done anything illegal and you want to get monetized, you better not talk about it. Because if you talk about things like drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, stuff like that, they're going to demonetize you. And there's some things that you can talk about that might get the cops at your door. In case you've forgotten, the YouTube office knows where you're recording from. So they can send the police straight to your door. So if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut. If you've done anything illegal in the past, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut about it. I'd keep my mouth shut about it. Also, you can't be talking smack about people on YouTube all the time. Because people get tired of hearing about people talking smack all day. Now, if you're going to make explicit content, you have to put up a warning, parental advisory, explicit content. Okay? That's what you have to do on your channel if you're going to get monetized and do stuff that kids can't watch. Also, copyright. That's a big problem lately. That's where you take someone else's video without their permission and you put it on your channel. I've had that problem once or twice. Now, the thing is, whether you're monetized or not, if you get 3 strikes with the copyright rule. So the first time they'll take it down for you and they'll make you go to copyright school. The second time they'll just take it down. The third time they're taking down your whole channel and then you're going to jail or even prison. You could go to court and have to pay a fine. That's what copyright is. Lucky for me, I only have 1 copyright strike. Lucky for me, I only have 1 copyright strike. So they just sent me to copyright school, which can be found on the internet. You don't even have to leave your house for it. Just simply look it up online. But when they brought up the copyright claim to me, they actually just took the video down, and I ended up watching copyright school without even having to go to the website. So now I'm trying to be careful with what I post. Another rule is, if you're gonna do YouTube, you can't put down the YouTube office because they will take your channel down for that. Believe it. And trust me, if you're doing YouTube, everybody's watching, including the YouTube office. So if you do anything against the law while you're on camera, they could have the cops at your house in minutes. Trust me, there's been a lot of YouTubers lately that have been doing stuff like that. Have you ever heard of either Jake Paul or Logan Paul that ended up getting arrested for robbing a bank or something? There's also been some other YouTubers who said some things they probably shouldn't have, who have been demonetized. There's also some YouTubers who have been arrested on camera for things they may have said or done in some of the past videos that they did. Yeah. So, also, there's this thing about fireworks that can also get you demonetized. Now, when you get demonetized, it doesn't mean they take down your whole channel. It just means you stop getting paid for your they stop paying you for your videos because obviously you got a fine and now you got to pay it. And if you want them to monetize you again, you just have to send them a letter explaining to them why you think you should be remonetized. If they don't think it's good enough, they'll send you back a letter saying, "Sorry, we're not remonetizing you. That's not good enough." Which is why you should probably be careful what you upload. Now, I only got 1 minute left on this thing. Yeah, so all I'm going to say is be careful what you're uploading, because you know how YouTube is these days. Especially if you're talking about things like taking your own life and all that stuff. And if you cut yourself on camera, they will demonetize you. So if you do get monetized, check your content. Use editing. And most of all, be careful what you upload. Be very careful what you upload, because one wrong move and your channel's coming down. Anyway, I only got like 20 seconds left on this thing, so I'm going to say like and subscribe, leave a comment, click the bell notifications, and I'll see you in the next one, O'Brien Army. And don't forget the rules if you're going to get monetized.